Hi, I'm Robin William. You're on for CS250. I'm going to explain web technology fourth experiment. This is my question. Website using CSS3 advanced. So here is my mockup page. This is my mockup page. How to my page should be. So now I'm going to do my fourth experiment. So this is my coding. So here and this is my page. And this is my page. I'm going to give you my explanation about my coding. Over here, my heading part, I'm using a link called link rel and style sheet href lab 4. I'm using a CSS file that's called lab 4 SCSS. And in the development, I'm using a class called page, and development, I'm using a class called div1 and development class called navigation. In the navigation bar, I'm using some navigation tool, some home, Rockstar Games, Rockstar North, Rockstar Shandigo, and Contact Us. It was in that home Rockstar North Russians and contact us. This is my navigation bar. Here I'm using some navigations, and then I'm I'm using a div class cont and div class cont one and image source progress one. So p1. So p class progress is equal to progress class progress. So I'm using a progress which it is represented in that right hand side of the web page. So it is my represent that progress. So then div class cont and div class control and div class path. So here I'm using array called heading called GTA, and he has heading called V. So here I'm using a div class cont and div class cont3 is out now. So which means it is out now. So GTA 5 and GTA out is. So it is a heading for that my picture, and this is my picture. Then here I'm using a div class div2 and div class navigation 2. UL using another list class URLR, and it is your city and is called. Here where I am using means is your city. So here I am using that. Then I am using a div class div2 and div class navigation 2, and use it is a city I used. So div class grid 1 and div class grid 1 2. So image was Michael. So I'm using a grid view here. So h2 Michael and PID, and I'm using a paragraph here. I'm using some giving him some paragraph, and so in grid 2. So I'm using some Franklin image source called Franklin, and I'm using a class grid1 too, and here I'm using a Franklin. So it's about that introduction about that Franklin. Here I'm using a grid view about the Trevor. So this is my heading Trevor, and is about that my paragraph about the Trevor. So this is my class div3, div class navigation 3, and in the another list I'm using a class ULR. Things you could have the fun with us. So in that, this is my grid views. So Michael, Franklin, Trevor, and that things you can do it is I want to tell you that I'm telling like this only. So here I'm using that only. So on the table I'm create a table. So in that I'm a caption using a caption h2 GTA 5 special. So in that I'm using some list. So in the table cogs, bikes, and helicopter jet planes are I'm using. So if I captions, so it's a link called hey href google.com. I'm using some files from that. I'm using event source also here. So I'm using that name of that pictures. I'm using that bikes and helicopter and jet planes, and image source I'm giving that, and I'm giving that h reference and that style of that I'm to give that. And here I close my table and give that my body. I am going to explain about my CSS. So this is my front face. So source URL free front to drive. So using a body, I'm using a Bogin 0px. In the D1 I'm using a width and URL, and grant is GTA5 and JP image. So I'm using that cover. So in the div1p I'm using a font family like Con MS and cursive and sans serif, and color of the channel burn brown, and in .nav I'm using a color black, and I'm using a background RGBA, and position was fixed, and UL my lifestyle type none, and overflow on the header. And in my using a line a display inline block. So a light dot hover, if I click means it will go to black color. So it will light color also line. So this is my color, and live a and display block and color block color black, and text in center and text decoration none. In dot count one a float right and border left to dash black, and background linear gradient to left and lazy, and count 2 float left and border right dashed black and background linear gradation to right and left and front family impact and count 3 dashed it and float right and linear gradient using something. I'm using count 3 the same only in a boulder and direction in the center and grid. I'm using that inline block and images URL. I'm using a plane. This is my grid and grid 1 2 grid 1 2 grid 1 3 and inline block. I'm using a float value and grid image source. I'm using some solid black. So if it is border is I'm giving solid blacks and image you hover and I clicking means it will go to black color, solid black color. Navigation tool is giving a front page bold background RGBA div to height 650 and URL div and everything I gave here. So this is my CSS files. Div 3 I'm giving URL is green grid JPG and grid new repeat and cover and continuous and image source auto and control P and boulder and line. So in PR1 relative and position was relative and this is my image. Thank you for watching. Thank you.